So Diljeet, I know you've got a lot of cars, and you're really a hardcore enthusiast. So tell me a little about where this fits in your collection of cars.
Well, first of all, this was one of my favorite cars that I have. I'd been following this car since 1990 when I began
This particular car?
This particular car, the same car, since 1990. And then I followed her for about 9 years until, almost till, 10 years till 2000, when I managed to buy her. And I've restored her once. She was originally in black. And she was owned by the Maharaja of Tehri Garhwal, who's a good friend of mine now. And she was originally a 210. And he sort of liked the Bel Air. He couldn't get a Bel Air ever. So he added the Bel Air trim onto this car. And interestingly, I just looked at the plates over here. She's built in the United States of America, and she's a right-hand drive.
Which is interesting, because most of the right-hand drive cars are made in Canada.
In Canada, yes, yes. But my association with Chevy sort of goes back a bit in terms of my grandfather's 52 Chevrolet that he had. So that car came to sort of symbolize a lot of enormous size and chrome and more of substance and looks. And along the way, when I restored the car, we sort of added a couple of GM factory options that were available then, like power brakes. So that's what I added. So we added power brakes. I added this later 62 factory AC. We of course changed the radio. We then changed the optional mirror also. We added the radio aerials at the back. And there was one particular Bel Air which has been photographed a lot in several books. So I looked at the seat patterns, we got it from there. But yeah, we sort of tried to get everything as much as we could. So decals and meters and knobs and radios and everything that you see is all working on the car.
Now, with a bright red color, obviously it attracts a lot of attention. So when you're driving it through the city, what kind of reaction do you get?
Typically, I think people are very impressed by the design. They like everyone sort of notices
the famous dip.
The famous dip, which was the lady's bosom. We come onto the front, and you have these air intake. The 4 air intakes that we have here, the spears. I think these the bumperettes in the front. I think overall this is probably one of the most classy designs that Chevy ever produced in that era.
So this was really, at the time it came out in '55, was really a revolutionary engine. So
absolutely, for the power it was producing, for the other options that you had in terms of turbo glide and the automatics and the fuel-injected versions. This signified a big shift here.
Now, when you guys are all together, do you like the fact that you can go a little faster than everybody else?
I definitely drive faster. So in fact, even when we're hills, we're racing with each other. When we find open roads, of course. Safe drives, yes.